What's up, guys? I'm Mr. Normal, and I found some creepy TikTok videos you probably shouldn't watch at night. Real quick, I want to say a super thank you to every single person that shows love on the video and supports the channel. Thank you so much. And I'm just saying, this is the best community on YouTube. Let's be honest. We're all family here. And with all that being said, if you guys wouldn't mind hitting that like and subscribe button so this video is recommended to others and so you don't miss a video, that'd be awesome. Thank you so much. And now, let's get into the video.
God damn, we about to wreck. We about to wreck, literally. Literally, the boat just wrecked. Damn.
It's my life, man. And whoever got something to say about it, man.
Holy dude, what the holy look at this, bro. What the
That sucks that happened. And also, I would be really upset too, like that dude downstairs, if my food got thrown across the room. But how this happened is the captain had a medical emergency and he couldn't operate the boat, hence why it crashed into whatever that is. But I do hope everyone on board and the captain's okay.
Alright, I need some advice. So a couple weeks ago, I found this site on the dark web that was selling shoes. But it was kind of weird because all the shoes had names and ages. I ordered these ones right here. When the boots came, they looked about how they looked on the site, but one of them had a VHS tape in it. And when they came in the mail, I tested them with luminol, and they lit up. Now, I did get a VCR, and I was able to play the Schumann VHS. It was really creepy. Most importantly, there was a bunch of slots on it called submissions, where people, it seemed like, had to submit videos of them harming people wearing the boots. Basically, it seems like if your submission is rejected, you get added to the site. When I went back on the Onion site, I realized that it had been taken down. A couple days later, I realized the heel of one of them was hollow, and it had a little GPS tracker in it. I figured out that the GPS tracker was trying to send my location to a phone number. When I called the phone number, there was a voicemail saying like, if you found this number, I'm going to come and find you. So I left a voicemail responding to it, but then they changed their voicemail to be like, hey, this is just a misunderstanding. That voicemail was for the Schumann. Now I've texted back and forth a couple times with that number at this point. And basically what the guy is claiming is that he is not the Schumann or the guy that sold me the shoes. He was someone who bought the shoes previously or rented the shoes previously. Specifically, he's claiming to be Dante, which is a name that has a submission slot on the VHS. What he's trying to say is that he put the tracker in the boot in order to try to track the Schumann when the Schumann came to get the boots again. And the tracker was designed to turn on when someone puts the boots on, but the Schumann never put them on. So what I'm trying to decide is if I should trust this guy or if it's possible that it's the Schumann pretending to be someone else to try to like lure me in and take my shoes or whatever. I don't know.
I'm just saying, I'm not trusting a random phone number who's also tied into buying dark web shoes. I do think Dante is the actual Schumann. I think he's just trying to gain trust from this dude so he can eventually put him on the website.
Y'all have got to be kidding me. This is happening right now in Almanac County. I don't know how to say it. North Carolina. And just to make sure it was really happening right this minute, I looked it up and sure enough, of course, why would I doubt it, right? The last few days, why in the world would I ever doubt such a thing? And I got something crazy to show you in just a few seconds. I think people are finally starting to notice that something is up, you know? Not literally, just something is up. And this right here is just devastating. This is in Turkey. I've been showing you guys the last week about how the fire's taken up almost the whole country of Turkey. Also have 15,000 acres on fire in California right this minute. And this is Utah right now. The entire world is either flooding or on fire. Like Mexico, which has been flooding since the New York City and the New Jersey flood. That last sentence didn't even used to be part of our vocabulary. And completely unrelated, 1000% not relevant at all. Check out what she's doing.
I have a big announcement to make. My Clear Skies Act has been filed. This is my legislation to ban.
I wonder what she's talking about. Be mindful of your eyes at all times. Oh, and by the way, did you know there was just an earthquake in what they call the North Pole? Of course, after 6 major earthquakes just yesterday. fire, floods, and earthquakes. Sounds pretty revelatic.
Not a real word.
Yeah, we know.
So there's more fires happening and now there's floods everywhere. I'm gonna go ahead and say that HAARP is working overtime. And that woman said something about a Clear Sky Act. I'm guessing you're saying that you were manipulating the weather and you're gonna try to finally clear the skies. I'm guessing. And to anyone that's going through the fires or floods right now, I hope you're okay.
Nobody is gonna know what's real and what's not. Scary. Yep. We're not there yet, but in the very near future, you're not gonna be able to tell the difference between a home video and one that's generated. But you gotta understand that's a very small part and something massive that's coming. And in the comments of my last video, I can see a lot of people aren't grasping the entirety of this whole thing. So let me be a little more direct. If you don't know what we're talking about, it's Google's new Veo 3, the AI generated video tool that they just released.
I deliver food I can't eat to people who don't exist.
First, you gotta understand that the tech like the Veo 3 that you just saw, its purpose has already started. AI generated news anchors started in 2024. Some of the people on social media, you wonder how they get away with some of the content that they make? Well, do you even know which one is real and which one isn't? Guys, you paying attention? And all you females with a spicy page? How long before you can't tell the difference? It's already started in OF. But again, this is just a very small part of it. Now, I know a lot of people play this off because to be 100% legit, there's nothing you can really do about it at this point. But they've been after our data for a long time, like it's gold. Every device we have is listening. How we react, what makes us happy, what makes us sad, what stores you shop at online, and what you're buying. Even the deep, dark secrets you have that you might have texted a friend or wrote down in your memo pad. They've been studying us, and they've been doing it for a long time.
So that's what they've been doing with our data this whole time, is building applications like the Veo 3 to make it more and more realistic anytime we click or react to something. I've said it in last video, I'm gonna say it now, I am terrified of the fake news that's about to come out. How do you have literally nothing going on in your life to the point where you have to follow a daughter home and the mother? I'll tell you right now, that dude is a loser. Bro, you need some hobbies or talents or something. You need to, I don't even know. You need some help.
If you have one of these in your home, be careful because these little dolls are going viral online and people are saying that it carries some serious demonic energy. Now, these are called Labubu dolls and they've been getting so popular that fans are waiting in line for hours just to get their hands on one. I mean, a fan tried giving one to Katy Perry during her concert and Katy Perry just knocked it out of her hand. That's how weird it is. And I'll show you that full clip in a second. But the creator said that it's inspired by Nordic mythology, but many are comparing it to Pazuzu, which is a Mesopotamian demon known for bringing chaos. And it sounds like that's what's happening because people are sharing their experience with this doll on social media. And some people are saying they feel like they're being watched, they're waking up with scratches, they're having terrifying nightmares. And one little girl was even caught on camera telling her mom that the eye color changed of the doll. Now, I don't know how believable all of that is, especially the physical stuff, but I do believe if you bring in some dark energy willingly into your home, that it can mess with you spiritually. The weirdest part of it all, of course, there's a Simpsons episode with the Pazuzu doll and it possesses Maggie the baby and then everything turns into chaos. But many celebrities have been seen rocking these things like Rihanna and Kim Kardashian, but Katy Perry is one that does not. Just take a look to see what happens when a fan tries to give her one of these things.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I did not know a Labubu was connected to a Pazuzu, but I feel like that's kind of common sense. Look at that. And now that I do know that, why would you want to buy something evil and put that inside your house? We've already seen haunted dolls. You know dang well this thing possesses some evil, supposedly.
What does it mean when we've reached a point to where we're disguising the towers inside of crosses at churches, placing them over elementary school cafeterias, over high school football fields? In fact, this one has two, disguised as palm trees where you run your errands, in the parking lot of the grocery store where you buy the food you eat, on the side of almost every road and in almost every neighborhood. And the nicer the neighborhood, the nicer the fake tree. Or how about the random fluorescent lighting that's been popping up around cities that apparently requires more than a bulb, pole, fixture, and wiring? I believe this is us slowly consenting to the beast system, which has always revealed itself on the outskirts of the cities and subtly within, because even the double-cross power lines resemble the satanic Leviathan cross. The full Leviathan cross has an Ouroboros, which is a symbol that has surfaced along with many of the tech companies.
So they've removed all the bells for healing frequencies and they put up all of this radiation. And I'm just saying, you're not even trying with the fake trees. That doesn't even look like a palm tree. It looks like a rod with leaves on it.
Humanoid robots are slowly rolling out to the public in China. Oh, welcome to the first day of the rest of your life. You see, recently videos have been popping up from all over China of a specific robot from a company called Unitree. Now this is because their civilian robot has officially gone on sale, and because of that we're seeing videos of this thing like playing with children. And to be fair, at a height of only 4'2" and weight of 35 kg, it kind of weirdly blends in as one of them. There's also videos of it carrying people's bags while following them around, carrying their shopping while also walking their robot dog, and even going undercover walking along in the street, which I needed a freaking double take to realize that wasn't a child. I'm not gonna lie, this thing has got to have some of the most human-like fluid movements I've ever seen on a robot. It is even part of the first ever humanoid robot combat competition. Now on the website it says that it costs 16K, but in brackets it says contact us for the real price.
With all due respect, if I see that robot walking its robot dog out front of my house, I'm hitting it with my car. It's too early for this. No, but for real, it is actually too early for this. I still get bad phone reception. I don't want to see a robot walking around yet.
You can see this. This is really weird. Domino, what is that? What the hell is that? Hey!
If you look just closely enough, you can make out what appears to be some kind of a dark shadow figure walking behind the car before ultimately disappearing without a trace. In a follow-up video, CJ gives more context, stating that his dog usually likes to go outside, but states that he doesn't usually bark. But there was something off-putting about that night, as we just saw. CJ says that he hasn't seen the strange entity since that night, but says that he's still not sure if it was a person or some kind of a ghostly apparition. Let's just hope that CJ and his beloved dog Domino can go back to living in peace.
Yeah, if I saw some random figure walking along my tree line in a dress, I'm never going outside again. Unless that's my future wife waiting for me. But if I was the owner, I'd still let my dog go out front to use the bathroom. Unless I saw that figure again, and then he's gonna get potty trained.
Seattle, Washington. Do something better with your life, seriously. St. Louis, Missouri. Just because you dress cute doesn't mean you can steal cute. Tracy, California. These guys just walked out of the house they robbed, got spooked by the car's headlights. Seriously, folks, keep your doors locked tight because you never know who's lurking around. Bellingham, Washington. Check her out.
Are you in? No, what? Are you here? No, I'm at work. Here? I'm at work. Okay, well, I won't bother you. What do you want? Hello?
Minneapolis, Minnesota. I mean, wow. Seriously, lady, time to stop and grow up.
It is not that hard to just work for the things you want to get. But other than that, what is wrong with these people? Why are you stealing packages? Like, how boring is your life? And I'm just saying, all of you are getting caught or having bad karma.
I heard a new theory on deja vu. You know how the theory of the multiverse, there's so many different paths we could have went on? Yeah. I had deja vu yesterday. I was having a conversation with somebody and we're like, yo, this feels like deja vu. And it was because we were supposed to do this the day before. Huh? So the way deja vu might work, it's a crossover of something that would have happened anyway. It's like a canon event that was supposed to happen and it just crossed over there. Because no matter on what timeline you are, you're gonna live that exact like canon event.
Yeah, I believe that 100%. But I don't believe in the it should have happened yesterday. I feel like
No. I was supposed to hang out with somebody.
Oh, and it didn't work.
Yeah, but we hung out the next day because we were supposed to hang out anyway. Yeah, it would have happened just like that anyway.
Yeah, that's fate.
So it like lined up on a different path, but it happened because it was supposed to. It's one of the canon events. It's supposed to happen.
So you're telling me when I go to the 7-Eleven and buy a lottery ticket and I lose somewhere else in the multiverse, I actually win? Why can't it be this universe that I win? Anytime I get deja vu, I'm just reliving an experience that already happened in another multiverse. That's something to wrap your head around. I don't care what anybody says, this dude is straight living life. That is peaceful as heck. He's by himself on a boat under a bridge taking a beautiful nap. And if you're wondering, yes, I would do the exact same thing if there was a storm. Alright guys, that's the end of today's video. Thank you so much for sticking around and watch all the clips from today. And if you enjoyed today's video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.